Hello, I'm Shelley Reed from the Stearns Center, and I'd like to give you a little bit more information about the specific assignments that are part of our mixed modalities course design here at the Stearns Center. Our MMCD course has a learning pattern similar to the one we will ask you to establish for your own students in your own course. Our course week officially begins every Wednesday, and we hope that you'll use time on that Wednesday to open up that week's module and check in. What are the goals and tasks for that week? What are the assignments? How do they initially seem to relate to your course? And what questions or challenges do you think you might be facing as you work through the steps for this week's module? We've set a Friday deadline, but put that in quotation marks, for our first set of assignments that we're asking you to review the materials that we've provided, some handouts, some videos, some links to other sites, and a chance then to do an initial response in your first journal. Now, we're designing this as the Friday deadline so that the official stance of this course is that it is a weekdays only course with your weekends left for your own projects and family and personal goals. That said, if you need the extra time, if you need time to sit down on Saturday and that's more convenient for you or more productive for you, please feel as though you already have permission to move that Friday deadline to a Saturday deadline throughout the course or as often as you need to. By Monday, at the end of Monday, we hope that you are ready to produce an object in your course design that you can share with us to our course discussion. You will be applying your new skills by building some course material in your sandbox and share that draft with your peers every Monday. And by Tuesday, then, we'll ask you to respond to what other people have posted in the discussion and to complete your weekly course checklist to identify what you've already learned this week and what is still out ahead of you to continue to work on. So let's run through that a little bit more specifically. As you open up each module, we've provided you with an overview of that week's goals and a schedule for what to be completing when. We hope that in addition to taking a look at the overview section, that you'll spend a little bit of additional time with our Learn Here information. That as you click through on that Learn Here link, that will open up and give you a preview of the readings, of the course build information, and of any other information or skills that we're hoping you will work on during that week. You should be able to see what's due when at any given point in this course. For Monday, we're asking that you build in your sandbox and that you take a screenshot of that information to post to our works in progress discussion. So our MMCD assignments provide you opportunities to learn about information and to learn how to use some very specific strategies, particularly building in Blackboard and adjusting those settings that will support your course. And again, you're going to be building in your own sandbox site to apply what you've learned. We have a couple different kinds of assignments. We have journal entries at the start of the week, which ask you to connect in 3 or 4 sentences what you've read so far to what seems plausible and most desirable for your own course. Our works in progress discussion board is the heart of the course. That's again where you'll snap a screenshot of something that you've built for the week and share that with your peers and respond to the posts that they've made. And at the end of the week, you'll go back to the journal to complete a progress checklist to identify what you've designed so far and what you still need to create. If you complete 5 out of 6 of the pairs of journals and 5 out of 6 of the main discussion board posts, and you submit your final checklist with some of that concluding information, then you will earn our digital credential. MMCD is a level 3 continuing professional development opportunity as part of the Stearns Center's overall set of CPD opportunities. And we will issue you a badge for completion that is postable via Credly to any account and can be used as part of your ongoing professional development review here at Mason. Let's start a little bit with the journal assignments. The journal is a private space. Only you and the facilitators will have access to that. Again, the journal is due on Friday, and we're expecting that everybody will complete journals 1, 3, and 5, and then any 2 others of your choice. In each journal, you'll post a few sentences based on what you've already read or watched about how that information connects to the course that you're building. At the end of the week, on Tuesday, you'll come back and post to your journal to update that with a couple of sentences about what you've learned and to submit the updated version of your checklist. Journal grades will be done at the end of the term, at the end of Module 7, and posted as a single grade in Gradebook. Our Works in Progress discussion forum is the place where we're able to post and share and respond to all of the learning that you're doing and how you're building it into your own Blackboard course. This discussion is public. Your Monday post should include a screenshot of something you've built into your Blackboard course. But these are drafts. Let me say this again. We're asking you to post your draft. This doesn't have to be a completed, final, shiny, perfect project. And in fact, it's better if you don't work to the nth degree to get perfection, but that you share what you're trying to do and frame that with your questions so that our expert co-facilitators or your peers can help you solve the harder problems rather than you struggling on this all alone by yourself. So please let the rough edges show. We're all going to be at this stage together as part of our learning environment here, and be willing to ask your questions and give feedback to others. Those drafts will post Monday. Comments to a couple of your peers are due on Tuesday. You don't have to comment on everybody's, but it's useful if you could comment on a couple of people so that they can get some feedback. Finally, we've created a course design checklist to help you keep track of the things that you are not yet aware of, that you're aware of but haven't applied, or that you've begun to apply as you're designing your own course. We ask that you update this checklist weekly by moving the check mark from one column to another where that's appropriate, and you'll complete the final checklist as you move to Module 7. At the Stearns Center, we've tried to design MMCD so that it matches the needs of a wide range of faculty. That said, we're not going to be able to adapt to everybody all the time. And so that means that you may encounter moments in this course where you think, this is too hard. It's taking me so much time. I can't quite get it to work. It seems like a lot to have to master all at once. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. That's fine. We think that that may happen because we're still asking you to try some very new things. When that happens, if that happens, please contact one of the course co-facilitators and let them know that you're feeling a little stuck or overwhelmed. That gives us the chance to help you make some adaptations so that you can continue in the course without feeling quite so stressed out. We may be able to help you set smaller or more reasonable goals, to skim or to skip some of the things that you may not need right now, to get your questions answered so that we can troubleshoot some of the problems that you're having. But we can't help you if you don't ask the question. On the flip side, you may get to points where you think, I already know all this. I've been through a whole pandemic. I can get this stuff done. I don't need a separate exercise on this. That's also fine. In fact, that's great. We love to have you in a position where you're out ahead of us in the things that you know and practice as a teacher. And again, we'd be happy to have you look for some ways that you can adapt. And our facilitators are really great at helping you make these adaptations. If you let them know, they may be able to say, yeah, sure, skip that or skim that part. Maybe if you've been working on level 1 tasks, you might look for a level 2 task, or maybe there's something even more interesting that you've always wanted to try. And this is a chance to get one of our professional facilitators to help you try that. Whatever you do that helps you adapt to this course, to slow it down where you need to be, to speed it up where you'd like to go, we encourage you to let us know so that we can help you make that happen. Finally, it's always good to remember that you want to set yourself up for success. We will tell you the way you will likely tell your own students that learning works better if you set yourself a schedule. If you know what time on Friday or when on Saturday you think you want to sit down and work through the information that we've asked you to take a look at. We hope that you will choose course items to build that are relevant to your course and your goals. If our examples or our suggestions don't match your course, if you think my students would never do that in this course, then please don't design what we've asked. Please talk to a facilitator so that we can help you design something that matches your course and your students. It may at some point be necessary to ask for help. This can be really hard for faculty like us to do. We're used to being the experts. We're used to being the people other people ask for help. But I'm here to encourage you to set that aside for this course and to use the facilitators as much as you can so that when you're stuck, we can help you out, which will enable you to better help your own students out. Finally, I'd like to invite you a couple times during this course to step back and think about how your learning has been going on. Faculty members don't always get a good chance to be in a true learning situation where the material is new, where the modality may be new, where the assignments are things we haven't tried before. We're used to being in spaces where our expertise is immediately applicable, and being in a space where we're novices is often a challenge. But this is also a real opportunity to take a few minutes and say, what is working for me as a learner? What engages me? What motivates me? What helps me go step by step? Or conversely, where am I demotivated or confused? Where do I feel overwhelmed? As you watch yourself learn, you may gain additional insights to how your own students will learn that will in turn make you a better course designer and a better teacher. Thank you so much for joining us for this course. And again, we're really looking forward to seeing what you build each week through our mixed modalities course design.